Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be showing you how to fill eVisa for South Africa from India. Now there are multiple countries for which we are eligible or which are eligible, but I'll start with this. So you can see on top, this is the URL or the website you have to go to start. The website itself will guide you. There are 4 steps, which is to create your profile, which is step 1. Once you create your profile, you get a confirmation email. After that, you have to submit your online form. Post that, you have to upload your documentation to support your case, and then you have to confirm secure payment. For Indians, currently, payment is free, so you don't have to worry about that. You can read more, look at the questions, if you can ask any questions if you have FAQ and all that. So the process is fairly simple. We'll start with creation of your profile. That is step 1. So once you click on create your profile, it shows you all the eligible countries. You can see there's Albania, you can see there is Cameroon, there's Croatia, there's France, there's Germany. Here you can see India as well, for which from where I am applying. But you can see there are a lot of other countries as well, and the process more or less remains the same. So let's get started and start creating our profile. On top, it asks you if you have a valid passport or are applying on behalf of a minor. So I'm not applying on behalf of a minor, so I'll just give details of myself. Make sure that the details you are sharing should be same as of passport, because that will be your source of truth, right? Everything for the passport that is being asked is already available on your passport, so it's not very difficult information to get. If you're applying on behalf of a minor, the fields of information or the documentation that is being asked are a little bit more, but other than that, everything remains the same. For adults, they ask information like your employment details, if you have any, or your financial status. For minor, they do ask your financial status, but then you have to submit all those things from the perspective of parents. That is, let's say I, Sharad, am a parent of XYZ, so I'm applying. These are my financial status. Then you can see the passport details or the passport information that is being asked is filled. Then you have to give your email address as discussed. Make sure that you are giving the right email address, because you get confirmation email on this. And if you are giving the wrong email, you will not be able to, or you know proceed to step 2. So once you give in your email, you get a link, and you have to make sure that you are agreeing, or you are confirming your account. So this is more or less like creating your profile, which is happening. You have to give a password, and then you have to confirm the same password as well. Once the password thing happens, you have to just prove that you are not a robot and click on create profile. The moment you click on create profile, you get a pop-up saying that validate, sorry, my bad. Oh, I gave in the wrong year for the expiry of passport. I'll just change this. Give it a minute. Right? Yeah. So once you click on create profile and click on that, you get in pop-up saying that a verification email has been sent to the email address that you have given. Now you have to go back to that email or your mail address. Try refreshing within 15 minutes. You should get it. If you're not getting it, check your spam folder or whatever, or contact the website. But ideally, you should get it. You can see here I have received a confirmation uh, email. You can see the full name, the passport details, the email, and then a little bit below, you can see it says confirm account. So as soon as you click on confirm account, the screen starts loading. That is, it is confirming your account. By the time it is confirming my account, there is a new process for all the adults traveling from India, where you have an option to apply for ETA. So if you're applying, you have already applied for ETA and you have a minor you are traveling with, you have to make sure that you're still filling eVisa for minor. So in those cases, just make sure that you are attaching your ETA as well to support your case, right? To make sure that uh, you know the authorities know that you have your valid visa or travel authority, and then the minor will be traveling with you. Now, given my email is already verified, I'll just go to sign in, which I'm trying to do, right? So I'll just sign in using the same information that is giving my email address, the passport number, and the password which you have given there. And as soon as the email is verified, you will be able to sign in. So I'm still waiting. The website is a little bit slow. Uh, you know, I'm still trying to make sure that the verification happened, which happened, account verification has happened. Now you can see. So you just have to give in your email address, you have to give your passport, you have to again give your uh, password, and then you have to click on sign in. The moment you click on sign in, you get redirected to something called dashboard, right? On your URL, you can see dashboard. On top as well, you can see dashboard. Here, this is the profile which you have created yourself given the information. And on my dashboard, you can see there is an option to create application or just start the application. Here as well, it's again asks you if you are applying on behalf of a minor. I am not, so I've said no, right? Now here you see it asks you for certain information as an application for visa to temporary sojourn in the Republic of South Africa. Uh, then is if it is for a minor, it's no. And then for the number of people you're applying, so you can apply for group as well. I'm only applying for myself, so I said one. As soon as we click on create from, on your left or right, you see these yellow boxes, which means these are the sections which you have to fill. So let's say for the personal information section, it's asking, is it a new application or whatever? It's a new application. So I selected new application. The purpose of visit only had one information. So I did that. Title and initials are not mandatory. So I'm skipping that. Given name and surname I took from the profile. So good there. I don't have to fill it again. Then I do not have other information. So for place of birth, I filled in Bangalore, country is India. Then I have to give in my date of birth. Now make sure that the information you're giving here exists or remains the same as in your passport, because that will get verified. You have to upload your passport as well. To iterate or reiterate, the website is a little bit glitchy. So just make sure that you're continually doing it. At times it throws you out as well of the system, so you just have to log back in again. The good news is that it retains the information even if there is no button to save, so it will retain your information. You don't have to worry about that. Just continue filling whatever fields of information it is asking, right? Some of the information has already been fetched from the profile you have created, so you don't have to fill it. It is asking for the type of passport, the qualification. So I'm just giving in my qualification. It is asking for occupation. So I'll just give in I work in private sector. Purpose of visit for me is tourism. Then it is asking if your spouse or dependent is traveling with you. So I'll just say no. If it is yes, you can say yes, and nothing happens, right? Then you see the first section turns green. That is, all the information that you have filled on that section is good, and you are good to move to the next section, right? Now it is asking for physical address that you will be staying in South Africa. There is no necessary that you have to fill it, but it's good if you fill it, because if you have, let's say, hotel bookings by which you can prove that this is the address we are looking for, it supports your case. So now you see, the second option, that is SA physical address, is also green. That is, that section is completed and it looks good. Now it is asking for, I think, citizenship details or current physical address, I believe. So you just have to give in the information in terms of where you're staying right now and move to the next section. Again, it is asking for the address, as in the current physical address. You have to give the country code and from how long you are staying in that particular address. So that the days, the weeks, the years, right? You don't have to prove it ideally, but give as much as correct information as you can, which supports your case. Right now, you have to give in the citizenship details, that do you have citizenship of any other country or not, marital status. Then you have to give the information of your parents, either alive or deceased. You have to make sure that you're giving the details of your parents. That is, their first name, their surname, their initials, which is not a mandatory field, their date of birth without a doubt, the country of birth, the nationality of birth, and the present nationality. Now, again, there is no proof of this which was being asked later, but then your name of your parents are available on your passport, so make sure that you're giving that information correctly. And Yes, in case of minor specifically, this information has to be correct, because everything for minor gets treated or verified via your documents, right? For the next parent, I have selected unknown, so it did not ask me any information. Details of the most recent issued visas, I don't have any, so I've just said no. Do you have any other addresses in which you are staying in the last 5 years? I've said no. Refugee, again, I'm not seeking asylum, so no. Contact person on your country of residence, that is since I'm applying from India, so the contact person of someone or a relative which I've selected here in India, which I have to give. So you can just give the correct information here. This will also come in handy in case of, there is some emergency or anything. So make sure you're giving the right information, informing that person as well that you're giving their address, their phone number, and things like that. The next section is the details regarding contact person in the Republic of South Africa. I don't have any, so no. Then it asks you, which is important information, that proposed duration of stay in the Republic of South Africa. Now make sure you're giving this information correctly. Why? Because you will be submitting, or you will be asked to submit your flight tickets, which is a mandatory document to submit, by the way. So make sure you're giving the right information, because that will be how it will be verified. As in, from which date to which date, and from which place to which place you are traveling, right? So I'm traveling from Bangalore to Cape Town. It will ask me now the mode of travel. I'm traveling by air, so I gave that. Intended date of departure, that is when I'm planning to return from, Cape Town or South Africa for that matter. So you just have to give in that information as well. Yeah. And it automatically fills you for how long you'll be staying. So you don't have to worry about that. Then you have to give in for what purpose. I just wrote right tourism because I'm traveling for tourism. Then the financial declaration, again, which is quite an important section to fill, right? Here you have to kind of give your currency in terms of which currency you're talking about, and the amount you have available, which you can prove. Now, for this specific purpose, you have to give your bank statements 3 months minimum with a bank seal and signature. So make sure you can prove this, uh, right? And other than that, it asks you if you have a valid return ticket. If you have it, make sure you're giving the booking reference number and the date of departure. Every time I would suggest that you should have a valid return ticket, because that solidifies your claim. The dummy ticket works, or you can take a refundable ticket from any website, and it works. And then you have to give your PNR as well. But with this, the chances of getting visa significantly improves. Employment record of the applicant, if you are working. Currently I am working with a company, so I'll be giving that information. You also have to make sure that you give that information, and with that, I would suggest, if there is any supporting case, as in your employment letter and all that, which you can upload, well, it does not explicitly ask for that, but leave no stone unturned, you know, in making sure that you get the visa. Anyway, I'm filling the employment period from when I'm employed, and what I'm doing, the nature of the work, right? Once that is done, it asks you for some of the social security questions, in terms of if you're incompetent, if you have any criminal history, if you have been involved in some, criminal activities and things like that. Do you want a multi-entry visa? You can say yes as well. Or, are you a crew member? Are you flying frequently and all that? Once everything is done, you just have to declare that and click on save. So the application is saved. You can see everything for me is green, right? Right from the start, everything is green. So we are good. Security and health questionnaire is green. Now it says that once you submit, you'll not be able to make any changes. So make sure you're submitting the right information. The application has been submitted successfully. So the step 2 of the process is now done. Here you will be redirected to dashboard, as you can see, and it gives you the information that this application reference number is submitted, and now you are required to upload the documents. That is step 3. So it says submitted but awaiting supporting documents, right? On dashboard you can see step 1 is 2. Now we are at step 2. So you have to click on view supporting documents, payments on letters on top. The moment you click there, it will take you to a page where you will get an option to upload the documents. Now for adults, only 4 documents are mandatory. It says 19 documents to upload, of which 4 are mandatory and others are optional. How you will get to know that is in this screen. So the 4 documents, that is flight itinerary or booking, purpose and duration of visit, 3-month certified bank statement, and valid passport are must documents which you have to submit. Given you can only upload 1 document at a time, and it is very important information, please take a note of it. Given you can upload only 1 information at a time, make sure you're merging the documents or combining the documents, right? Everything else is optional. So additional supporting documents in support of visa application. For that, you can club multiple things together. Whatever you want to submit, let's say your employment record for Google, your additional financial status, for kids who are applying on behalf of for adults who are applying on behalf of minor, you can upload your ETAs in that section. And for minors, you have to make sure that you're uploading the birth certificate as well. Now, flight itinerary and booking, let's say, you have the flight booking as well as hotel booking, right? I've submitted it. I'll click on OK. And again, the page will refresh your dashboard, and the status of your documentation or the status of your thing will also change. Now on payment, you see we have to pay 0 rands, so we don't have to worry about from India what we have to do, right, in terms of payments. Within 4 hours to 24 hours, the payment status which says initiated will be changed, or will remain initiated, sorry, but the progress status which is on your right, which says awaiting supporting documents, will be changed to something like awaiting the decision or something like that. So you just have to wait for that. At times it happens instantly, but usually I have seen it takes 4 hours to 24 hours. So make sure that you keep on checking this page or this information every now and then. Once you have submitted the application, you might or might not receive the email as well. You don't have to worry about this if you haven't received the email as well, because you can go to your website or go to your system and check that the documentation is submitted or not. On if you sign in, the correct status or the correct information will appear, so you don't have to worry about not receiving an email. Again, as I said, this is a little bit of a glitchy website, so you might not receive an email, right? So like I'm again signing in. Let's see if the status process update or process status has changed. Even if it not, which see progress status has not changed, it still says awaiting supporting document. But you have uploaded it, you know that. So just wait for like 4 to 24 hours. It will get updated, and that's how it looks like. So this is how, once you have uploaded all your documentations and everything is done, the result will look like. You can see it in your dashboard. It says, what is the outcome or the outcome has been received. So you can just view in terms of what is the actual outcome of the details or the information you have provided for this particular e-permit or e-visa. The next screenshot which you are seeing is the actual e-visa or e-permit that has been granted. You can see details like the name of the person traveling, passport number. This is specifically for a minor. So you can see at the end that this minor will be traveling with passport number, this and this. So make sure that you are giving the right information in terms of the parents' information, because that gets checked during immigration, once you land. And that's it from this video. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to use the comment section and I'll be happy to answer. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.